This, though, really emphasizes the complete anti-reality position of the most destroyed degenerate women. And it's important to understand the way degenerate women act, because Marxism, the ideology of the left, preys on these types of women. And I'm not just saying that. There's objective research to demonstrate this. Proclivity to abide in left-wing authoritarianism has been measured to positively correlate with a feminine temperament and low verbal IQ. Another way of saying a feminine temperament and low verbal IQ is a woman who has rejected her ability to interface with objective reality, to interface with the truth, to have any sort of respect for coherence as an apparatus. And that's what you're seeing here. That's what you're about to see here.
It's interesting how these girls came on.
And you're going to see it in the form of constant disrespect.
The podcast, and they don't realize that we have almost, a little over 1.5 million on YouTube, a big following on Rumble. We've had guys come on the podcast, celebrities, etc. People pay a bunch of money to come on. And these entitled, spoiled fucking bitches come on this podcast and have the fucking gall.
And they're overweight as well.
To say, we didn't even know we were going to show up. And to come in here and behave the way that you guys do, especially you being as disrespectful and rambunctious as you've been.
See, she doesn't actually bring any value, because to the left, value doesn't exist. Value is oppression. Value is a construct designed by the patriarchy. All she has to do is be there and be fat. And she thinks that she deserves the world.
And not understand the crazy opportunity that you have to be in front of all the people that you're in front of right now and making yourself look like an absolute fucking ass clown, then wonder why.
Right, she knows that she's being ungrateful, but really that's all that she knows. She doesn't understand the reason why she's been made into this disgusting representation of a human. I mean, really.
Faces that I make. The reason why I make the faces that I make is because retarded bitches like you and the other girl come on this podcast, think that you own the world, and the reality is you fucking don't. Your husband should be ashamed that he married a...
Women not only do not own the world, they account for 80% of all consumer credit card debt. So they're actually a net negative on the economy.
Fucking whale like you, and is actually tolerating your bitchy, rude attitude.
That's true.
It's absolutely ridiculous, and I can tell that he doesn't put your dumb ass in your place, so I'm going to have to do it for him. You are very rude and disrespectful, and you don't have a general respect.
Guys, Myron very rarely does this. He hasn't done this in years. And this is another perfect example of why is Brett Cooper attacking Fresh and Fit when she should be attacking women like this. She made a video on Fresh and Fit saying they aren't helping men, they aren't helping the culture, when they are exposing, at bare minimum, the fact that this exists. The fact that this exists should be flashing alarm lights that our civilization is in trouble. This is an existential threat that these people walk around. They're clearly gripped by something akin to a psychopathology. An ideology as broken as Marxism can become so destructive and perverted and antithetical to reality itself that it starts to take on psychological properties rather than philosophical or ideological properties. What you're seeing here is really a person whose brain has been broken in the image of a kind of pathology, in the face of accountability, in front of an audience of millions. Instead of acknowledging that she did something wrong, she starts to smile and deny. She starts to smirk. She starts to smile. Just check this out.
For masculinity, it's very obvious in the stupid responses that you've given.
Because I said what you didn't want to hear.
No. It's not about.
See, again, in the image of Marxist ideology, there's no differentiation between truth and falsehood when you combine postmodernism with Marxism. So these women with a feminine temperament and low verbal IQ, aka degenerate women, are not even looking at the world in terms of what's right and what's wrong. Only what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear. Because you hear what she just said. I'll play that again.
The stupid responses that you've given.
Because I said what you didn't want to hear.
No, because you said things that were wrong. Whether or not someone wants to hear them is not a lens of priority. What matters is if it's true or not. But this is a central axiom of the left. This is their tendency. This is their de facto position.
No. It's not about what I don't want to hear. It's about you're objectively wrong. Men created the world that your fat ass lives in.
Exactly. Now Myron starts to cook.
Right now that you can eat the surplus calories that you do every single day and not go to the gym that you should.
Look how fat her face is.
Be attending. No. Because you got your piece. So let me go ahead and give it to you straight.
Your mom?
Okay. So the objective reality is this. You're able to eat all the calories that you do and live in the first world country that you do and be able to not go to the gym like you don't because...
Meanwhile, her torso's bulging out of her XL size shirt.
men created the world that your fat ass lives in right now, where you've been talking a bunch of shit. So let me go ahead and put you in your place. You're huge. You're not attractive, and for you to behave the way that you do, it's a fucking embarrassment to society.
Again, you see that anti-reality, petulant, childish stance that I described earlier of rather than taking on accountability, even though she's getting owned in front of an audience of millions. I see this happen all the time with scorned, degenerate women on X that I easily break by just mentioning reality. They kind of come out of the woodwork. I'll just tweet something objectively true, and then I have a bunch of broken women in my comments saying, "Oh, but that's not the case. Oh my God!" And every single time they're either single and childless or have a bunch of kids and no husband. The scorned woman, rather than accepting accountability because she's practiced denying reality for so long, will actually compound her humiliation by taking on a childish and petulant stance, by not only refusing to acknowledge that she is being owned, but construing the process of what's going on as emotional rather than practical and logical. So you can see how that actually just compounds her disconnection from reality. And at that point, the only thing you can do as a man is exercise accountability and consequences on her. So this is what Brett Cooper smirked at and scoffed at. I made a video about that. I made shorts about that. That's on X. That's on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. It was actually very disappointing to see because when Myron said, hold women accountable and exercise consequences, Brett Cooper smirked and scoffed. She tried to hide it, but it actually made it into the video. Women who practice denying objective reality view accountability as either a joke or oppression. They find it as a joke first, and then when the consequences get exercised, they view it as oppression. And you're about to see here, the consequences get exercised.
You fat fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of my studio.
So there it is. She gets kicked out, the consequences. Now things get real because she has to stand up and leave the premises, whereas before she could just smirk and deny and say, I'm not fat, while her torso is bulging out of her shirt. But now, whether she likes it or not, she does have to leave.
Fucking bitches got shit fucked up, man. You guys are talking to the wrong one. Get the fuck out of my studio, you fat bitch.
And look at her. She can't cope. She's going to try to stay, but she will fail.
And also, she's not pregnant, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, you fucking retard. She's not pregnant at all.
Stupid,
Get your
bro.
fat ass up and go back to your bitch ass husband. Get the fuck up out of here. You're an embarrassment.
Gorlock in the
Get the fuck out of here.
building.
That's true.
Bye-bye, Gorlock.
Dumbass, man.
You're leaving.
And this video, I mean, it has 200,000
What's interesting?
This is 200,000 views, and this is only one repost, guys. So, yeah. Women do this all the time. When they can't stand reality, they compound their humiliation. And they've done this in accordance with the left-wing ideology. Okay, guys, so a couple things I should tell you is that this channel is being censored by YouTube. And so to help combat the censorship, I mean, I upload weekly updates on the censorship, so if you guys want to see like the graphs expose the things you never see behind the scenes that creators are kind of afraid to show you guys. They never see creator showing the actual data of like the recommendations and anything, but I share all that with you guys, where you can see the click-through rate, you can see how many people like the video and get recommended the video, etc. And I do that to show you guys that we are battling quite literally the forces of darkness because this channel is being censored. I upload every single day. I've been told by people that are in this space that my channel should have tens of thousands of subscribers by now, and we're still under 1,000 because YouTube isn't showing any one of my videos. So the way you can help with that is by liking the video and subscribing. Those are the two most important things. And then also ring the bell so that if you're interested in seeing future videos by me, you get told that I upload as soon as the video goes up. So with all that being said, guys, I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next video.